Hello everybody, welcome to Soul Talk with Cash. And those of you who have been with me from the beginning until now, the aim is by the end of December, let's get that subscriber count up to 500 subscribers. Share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, and let them know that they can get value for their relationship by subscribing, turning on their notification bell, and following me on this platform. This video is a follow-up from part 1 when we spoke about the processes that are involved in problem solving, and this part 2 series has to do with a particular technique that I'll be introducing. There are several techniques that people can use to assist them in problem solving. The thing is, many people do not know how to effectively solve their problems. They are busy treating behavior, busy treating symptoms, and not getting to the root cause of the problem. Whenever you do that, you will not be able to effectively treat a situation, and you will not be able to solve the problem that it does not come up again. And this is called the corrective action. So that corrective action is finding a solution that when you implement it, it deals with the main cause of the problem. So you end up preventing that problem from recurring. And that's one technique that we're going to be talking about today, which will help you determine the root cause of a problem so you can come up with an effective solution. And this technique is known as the 5 whys. It means that you will be asking a series of why questions. I'll be sharing a practical example. It's hypothetical, made up scenario, right? So follow along with me to the end of this video, and you'll be able to see how clear it can become using this technique, the 5 whys. When you're using this, you have to think about the responses that you give and find a suitable follow-up question using why. So here's my hypothetical scenario. Here is my problem. So I struggle with feeling insecure about my partner, having a close friend as the opposite sex. Many of us women or men likewise may have similar problems where they do not want their partners to have a close friend that is of the opposite sex because they may feel insecure. In this scenario, it's not like my partner has given me any indication that he is being unfaithful or that he has any tendency to be involved with someone else while he's in this relationship. So it's just that I may feel insecure with him having someone else of the opposite sex being his close friend. My first why would be, why do I struggle with insecurity about my partner having a close friend of the opposite sex? My reason may be that I don't trust females around my partner because they can be quite tempting, they can be forceful, they can be manipulative, and they know how to get what they want. And so I do not want him to have that close friend because I don't trust women with my partner. Now my second why would be, why don't you trust women being close to your partner? I could have several references of men falling for other women. And it could be that because I believe women are very deceptive, and some will know that this man is in a relationship and do not care about that, but they are so bent on getting everything and doing everything for that person to be in a relationship with them. And also that maybe in my previous relationship I've had someone who cheated on me, and that plays a role in why I don't trust women. And also because my partner has a very warm and friendly personality. He's attractive, and women may misread his personality for him being attracted to them. So they can be getting hints that are unintended, and they're just reading something that is not there. So that could be my second reason why I don't trust women. Having looked at all of those, right, what would be my third why question to ask? Why do those references affect me so much? And what is my view of my partner that is influencing this insecurity? My response could be, I trust my partner to remain faithful, to be loyal to me, but because I've been hurt in the past and I am scared, I do not want that to happen in this relationship. I don't want that ever to happen again, because that was just devastating. So even though I trust my partner, just the possibility of it happening is painful to think about, and so I don't want that. Here we are. Instead of trying to find out what is my partner doing or what is my partner not doing, I am focusing on what is that reason for my insecurity, right? So my follow-up why question would be, yes, I understand that you've been hurt in the past. Why do you think that it is likely to happen again in this relationship? And I could respond by saying, going to a statistic or going to a reference by saying, well, 57% of men admitted that they have been unfaithful in their relationship, and 22% of married men admit to have had an affair at least once. And this is data from an article called Prospective Counseling Center, and this was published just 2020, and that is actually with men admitting to having an affair. So if 57% of men generally and 22% of men in marriages, then they admitted. What about those who did not admit to being in an affair? So you see that the possibility is quite likely, and because of those references that I have, it is likely that it might happen in this relationship. I could also talk about the Jamaican culture, where there's this mentality that men should have a lot of women. When men are unfaithful, it appears to be socially acceptable. So I could talk about that culture as well. And that is the sort of behavior that is generally acceptable, even by women. So when I think about all those references, I am using those as validating the reason for me feeling insecure. And so my final why question would be, why do you feel that that statistic would actually become a reality in this relationship? And to that, I would now recognize that it is actually a fear that I'm having, something in my mind telling me that it just might happen. So in this scenario, I realize now that the main reason for me being insecure in this relationship and my partner having a female friend that is very close, then I realize that is something that I would have to deal with in terms of overcoming my fear. Because as I said before, it's not like my partner has been giving hints or I'm suspicious about him. But I now realize that this is my own fear that is contributing to this insecurity. And that is what I would need to deal with. This is what I would need to tackle. And this would be the main cause of the insecurity, my personal fear. the solutions that I'll need to put in place would have to be dealing with my fear. How do I deal with my fear that it does not become an issue in the relationship where I start accusing my partner of being unfaithful, where I start checking all the phones, where I start listening in on all his conversations. But I now need to come up with a solution that deals with and treats the fear that I am having that is contributing to me being insecure. So those are the 5 whys that I wanted to share in how it can help you get to the root cause of your problem. It can work either ways. It can work with you, or it can work with your partner. It can work in other situations where there's a problem, where you ask a series of why questions 5 times to try to get to the main cause of the problem. So how about you going ahead and trying this method to see how it works for you? Link me, tell me in the comments below, how did it work for you? I want to know how you find this technique and whether or not you will be using it to help you get to the main cause of your problem. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and turn on your notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.